Okay, let's keep on working on the model. If you right click and go to vertex, we probably want to just change a little bit these guys, W, and move them a little bit down and start being concerned about how these two connect so the curve is smoother and nicer. No, this is gonna be an issue for most of you, that kind of a metal thing, and it not only relates to these 2 points but probably to even these points here. So the whole curve actually is being defined by all of their vertex. That's why it's very important to have control of all the vertex individually. Probably this one must go a little bit up. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go to this one. I think that one's quite connected. I would say probably a little bit inside. Good. Oh, now here it's probably to take it up a little bit and out. So it's kind of smooth, nice. And obviously the nose is kind of weird, so we take it out a little bit so it's nicely round, probably a little bit down. Perfect. And let's do the lips. If we right click object mode, I'm gonna insert, let's get rid of the grid by pressing here so it doesn't bother us. Let's create a couple edge loops here. Press 1 for the non-relaxed shape and shift right click, edge, up, edge, insert edge loop. Let's create one here and another one here. And Q, right click, vertex. We select this one's W and we put it in. Select this ones and pull it up. Now object mode, select the object, click shift, edge, insert. Sorry, no. No. Now I got a problem. Select the object, right click shift, edge loop, insert. Good. And another one here. Good. Q, vertex, and start selecting this W to move the vertex, and we can start being a little more careful about this. We can even press 3 to be sure now that the result is looking as we want. This looks good. And this one's here, probably want to take them out. And a little bit in these other ones. Good. Probably as well, this one should come up a little bit to create more of that nice feeling of a mouth. And this one down and out. Good. I like this. I like it. We probably need to press this one out, so we lose this kind of a endless mouth opening. Good. There. And it's kind of interesting shape. Can even make it a little bit more pronounced. And by just selecting this guy, we can easily tweak the mouth in different ways. Okay, I think that should be fine. Now I recommend in this point, of course you can tweak everything until you really like it. I recommend saving as and maintaining the symmetrical always available. Save it as a name, and afterwards do what I'm going to do now, which is select the two of them, mass combine, select the vertex of the whole thing, select all the vertex, and as you know, we need to merge them so the whole center line is connected. And now we have the object, an object that I recommend also deleting the history. So this is kind of like a cleanup of the whole thing that we can save as I said before, and work here for the rendering. Rendering, as you know, we go to the window, rendering editors, and I shade. It's going to take a while, I think. Yep. There we go. And we're going to create two materials, one of them being Inventory for 2008. It's up here. You press there and you go to Mentoray nodes, and you go to Materials of Mentoray and create two material X, as we have seen other times. We select the first material and Control A. We can change the name to Face Preset, and let's say a plastic replace gets the color and green for the face, and go green and dark. Nice. And that should be fine. And then for the other one, a preset, what we can name it, of course, is eyes. Let's call it E. And then preset glossy plastic replace. No, just match. Select this, preset glossy plastic replace. Okay, now we have that. We can select it and make it black, of course. Say, and it's going to be glossy. Now to select the materials, first of all, we select the hold object and assign by right-clicking on the material, assign material to selection. And now we can right-click, select faces, these two faces, and for example, grow the selection. Okay, so that what it does is grow the selection to a ring, next neighbor ring, and we can right-click. Let me get this out a little bit. Right-click on the black while we have the faces selected and assign material. Very good. So if we close this guy, we now, you see it's red. We need to actually in properties change the properties as many other tabs we have done to, first of all, in the render, take it as mentor array. It will change the tabs, and we need to get in here, which takes normally a little while to get into indirect lighting, quality, and of course the resolution, the common. Create a physical sun and sky as other times we have done. Quality to inter, change this to triangle, and in common we're gonna go to 1500 and 1200. We close this, and the other thing we can do is select the object, go to in polysurface shape 1, smooth mesh. I want to increase the division levels. This is available in 2012. In 2008 you should go to mesh and smooth it. Now I do not recommend smoothing it ever in 2012 because you have this option available. Let's put in 3 and let's press this guy to see what is going to be rendered and put it nicely placed here, and I'm going to pause it during the rendering process. Window and render. I'm gonna pause it now. Okay, if we close this window, we have this rendering, which I mean, we could have tweaked better certain things, but I think it's quite successful. I forgot to mention that obviously you have to select the other eye and paint it or assign the materials the other eye, of course. I recommend in the, as I say, as an extra option is like changing some of the one of the eyes configuration, so there's some kind of a symmetrical touch. Okay, so I hope you like this tutorial. I'll see you later. Interesting shape. Can even make it a little